has turned back together with Meg because he couldn't afford to pay the bills. He stayed in a bad place for 7 years. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were always together, but this summer, things began to shift. It's well known that they've been facing some challenges as they grow together. It has certainly been a tough year, even though his book did really well when it was released in January. Things began to change in May when they were accused of making their encounter with paparazzi in New York City sound worse than it actually was. In the following month, a Spotify executive criticized them, calling them grifters, when their big money deal with the streaming platform fell apart. Many experts also expressed disappointment with their $100 million collaboration with Netflix, saying it didn't yield much. As a result, Harry and Meghan have lost a lot of the positive attention they once had in Hollywood, and some even consider their production company a failure. While they still present a united front in public, behind closed doors, their relationship is incredibly strained. Meghan blames Harry for the problems they're facing, and they argue a lot about money and their failed projects. As a result, they've decided to spend some time apart. It's clear they've been leading separate lives lately. This is tough for Harry, who left everything behind in the UK for Meghan. She's all he has now, and losing her would be devastating. He's been trying to make amends and has been pleading for a second chance to prove that their relationship can work. Even though he initiated divorce proceedings earlier, he now regrets it because he has nowhere else to go. However, Meghan is receiving advice to distance herself from him to focus on revitalizing her own career. According to a source, Harry has been sheltered and guided throughout his life, so he might need someone to provide direction, or else he could end up wasting time, indulging in unhealthy habits, and not making productive choices. Being a royal worked for Harry in the past, but now he has bills to pay and a family to support. He's hired financial advisors to help manage the expenses, but he lacks substantial job skills or a consistent source of income. Indeed, he's eager to reconcile with Meghan, as otherwise, he might have to face the reality of growing up and taking on adult responsibilities. I used to strongly believe that Harry and Meghan would get divorced before reaching the 5-year mark. However, I no longer hold that belief. It seems they may continue to share news about their marriage difficulties to gain more public support or media attention, even if they remain unhappy and toxic together. Harry seemed to ignore the advice of those around him and rushed into marriage. Now, he may be reluctant to return home and acknowledge that he made a mistake. Meghan won't consider leaving Harry until she has a billionaire interested in her. Her personal brand is strong enough to stand alone. Harry starts pushing back against her control, or she simply gets tired of him. She doesn't even try to hide the fact that she no longer looks at him with admiration. So something is definitely amiss. I used to think she wouldn't let him go until she secured a billionaire, but her reputation has taken a significant hit. There are even rumors that Getty, who once wanted to marry her, has distanced himself from her. And some source said Meghan refused to return something to Kate after she learned that Princess Diana's will didn't leave her anything. Meghan Markle couldn't have Princess Diana's valuable sapphire ring because Prince Harry had to give it to his older brother William. He did this while kneeling and ensuring he presented a beautiful sapphire diamond to his future duchess, a ring that once belonged to Princess Diana. Kate wasn't initially intended to have the ring, but due to Harry's heartfelt gesture, she ended up wearing it because of him. Catherine once shared with a member of the public that Diana's ring fit her perfectly. Do you all remember a few years ago when it was revealed that Meghan had altered her engagement ring? She received criticism for it, and a few weeks later, there was an article about how Catherine had to modify Diana's ring because it didn't fit her properly. It's possible that Meghan did the same thing. Catherine had a natural chance to clarify the information, and she seized it. Meghan Markle is reportedly very angry after discovering that Princess Diana's will indicated she left the sapphire ring to Prince Harry, as reported by the National Enquirer. Markle was furious when she learned that the sapphire ring wasn't originally meant for Catherine. Years ago, Prince Harry chose to give the ring to Prince William when he asked Middleton to marry him. At the time, Prince Harry likely didn't anticipate getting married himself, but in 2017, he proposed to Meghan Markle. Unfortunately, he couldn't retrieve the original engagement ring, so he had a custom-made one for Meghan. Now, Meghan is very upset. She believes the ring rightfully belongs to Harry, and by extension, to her, and she wants it back. According to the source, Prince William also thinks it's not right that his mother's precious gem is now on the other side of the world, and the situation is even more problematic as long as the tension persists. The royal family is concerned that Meghan's marriage might not endure, and if a divorce were to happen, Meghan might sell Princess Diana's jewelry to the highest bidder, as per the source. The insider also mentioned that Meghan and Prince Harry declined to return Princess Diana's jewelry after Meghan became even more upset upon learning that Princess Catherine had inherited more jewelry than her. It's suggested that Meghan would be required to return the jewelry if her marriage with Harry were to end. If Meghan possesses any of Diana's belongings, she might publicize them and emphasize how they are fitting tributes to Diana. Diana was reportedly disappointed about not being able to wear her engagement ring after the divorce, so a friend gifted her the aquamarine cocktail ring as a substitute for all the Diana jewelry pieces that Meghan could have worn on her wedding day. That was indeed the ring she received. Perhaps she chose it because it's eye-catching, but some believe it's considered bad luck or in poor taste to wear a symbol of your mother-in-law's divorce on your wedding day. Nick Bullen, a TV co-founder who has worked closely with King Charles II for approximately a decade, pointed out that Diana remains the most beloved royal among subscribers to his streaming platform. Even during her most challenging times when things were going poorly for her, Diana always prioritized her sense of duty and maintained a deep respect for the monarchy. Bullen explained that although there might have been problems between Diana and her husband, she always held the Queen in high regard. Diana believed in fulfilling her duty, showing respect, and remaining loyal to the monarchy. Despite facing criticism, I think Kate has handled her role exceptionally well. Kate understands that she has a responsibility to support the monarch and carries out her duties accordingly. It's all about backing the monarch, upholding the monarchy, demonstrating loyalty to that institution, and comprehending the responsibilities involved. I'm concerned that Meghan hasn't displayed the same degree of loyalty, respect, or duty that Bullen mentioned, and these are likely the values that Kate has learned from her mother-in-law. And Meghan Markle leaves LA to join Prince Harry at the Invictus Games in Germany. Meghan Markle left Los Angeles on Monday and is on her way to Germany to join Prince Harry at the Invictus Games. The Duchess of Sussex, aged 41, was seen on the runway wearing a large cream hat and carrying a carry-on bag filled with a binder and a printed scarf. Harry, aged 38, is already in Germany for the 6th Invictus Games, an event for wounded service members and veterans